Hey guys, it's Evan here, and today I want to show you guys how to play Boy the Coin by Iron and Wine. Alright, so the first part that you're going to learn to play is this. Okay, so how you do that is put your index finger on the first fret of the second string, and I'm going from high E to low E, 1 to 6, and your middle finger on the second fret of the fourth string. Then you pluck those two strings and rip up. And you only rip up 2 frets so that you end up on the third fret of the second string and the fourth fret of the fourth string. Then after you go up, you go straight back down. And you pluck again, the same 2 strings. Yeah, so after that, what you do is you pluck again, the same 2 strings, 2 and 4, and release your hand so there's nothing on it, it's open. Then when you put your hand back on, you're going to make a C chord, so that's your index finger on the first fret of the second string, your middle finger on the second fret of the fourth string, and your ring finger on the third fret of the fifth string. And then how you're going to pluck it is you're going to pluck 5, 4, 2, 4. And when you get to 2, you're going to take your index finger off, and then you're going to put it back on. So really, if you want to, you don't actually have to put it on right away. After you go open, you can just put those down and then go on. But I do that just for a timing thing. So together, that's going to sound like this. And then, so after you do that, the next part you do the same thing, ripping up and ripping back down, then open. And then you play an E minor chord, so that's your middle finger and index finger on the second fret of the fifth and fourth string, or I guess you can do it with 1 finger if you're comfortable doing that. I normally play it with 2, or you can do various fingers, I don't really care. But E minor chord, you don't have to put your index finger down, you don't have to put it on the 5th string because you're not going to pluck it, but it's more in case you accidentally hit 2 strings at the same time when you're plucking. It's to make sure that you don't lose the tonality. So then what you do is you pluck the low E, the 4th string, the high E, and then back to the 4th string. So 6, 4, 1, 4. So how that side's going to sound is... Alright, so together, when you put them together, it will sound like this. It's actually more difficult to do slowly than fast because of the rip, but that's how it's going to sound. Okay, so that's basically the whole song. You just go back and forth between those 2, you just keep ripping. So that's basically the whole song. To sing it, if you're gonna sing it with it, you're not just the guitarist, it'll be boy with a coin found in the weeds, bullets and pages of trade magazines. And you just go on like that. All the thing, because the rip is actually a triplet, so it goes. So all of the vocals are also a triplet, so you literally just follow the guitar line when you're singing. Boy with a coin found in the weeds. So as you do that, that's the whole song. You just sing it the entire time. The hays are actually on the offbeat if you're singing. So when you're singing it, boy with a coin found in the weeds, bullets and pages of trade magazines, down by the car that flipped on the curb, God left the ground to circle the earth. So you start singing when you actually get to the chord. instead of singing on the rip. Small thing, you'll figure that out if you're singing it, especially if you listen to Sam Beam play it. It's pretty obvious, but I know that some people have had problems singing and playing it. So that's that. The last thing that there is there's a little bridge bit, and that's after the second verse, which is "Girl with the Bird Found in the Snow." After the haze, he does a bit where it's so all that is you do the normal rip up, and then you just put the same fingers back down, index and middle finger on 1 and 2 of 2 and 4, and instead of making a C chord, you just make that, and then you play the exact same thing. So you're still playing 5, 4, 2, 4 with the same pickup with your index finger, and then you just play that twice instead of once. And then you go to the E minor chord, and you play that twice. And that actual rhythm is twice. It goes twice in a row. But yeah, so that's the bridge. If you listen to the whole song completely, you can just play along with it, and you'll see where everything fits in, especially that little bridge bit. One last thing, Sam Beam, when he plays it, he occasionally embellishes the part. Instead of just doing, occasionally he'll do, so that's your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and then just a pull off. But that's about it. And that kind of thing you don't actually need to do if you can't do it, but he will occasionally throw that in. It's really completely random when he does it. If you listen to him play live, or a live recording of him anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's how you play the whole song Boy the Coin by Iron and Wine. If you want to see me play it, here's a link to a video of me playing it. And then if you want to see Sam Beam play it live, that's the guy from Iron and Wine, here's a link for him playing it. And then if you want to hear the music video, so that's him playing it with all the background effects and, you know, his harmonization, here's the last link, and that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got a lot out of the video. I hope you can now play it. I hope you can sing it and play it, if that's what you're looking for. Yeah, so post a response, a video response of you guys playing it, and I'll actually like take a look and say like good job or whatever. That's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.